Hello friends, so last video we have see the what is summary file or what is configuration file and some information regarding the summary and configuration file. So in this video we have learned about how we have connect SQL server with the help of SSMS. So SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. So while connecting the SQL server, we require to the installation of SQL Server Management Studio. So these are the following steps to follow for the connecting SQL server with the help of SSMS. So first, open SSMS. Launch SQL Server Management Studio from your start menu or search bar. So parallelly we have check with the practical. So in my laptop I have already installed the SSMS as well as the SQL Server setup. So how to open SSMS? Start menu. Click on the SQL Server Management Studio. So this is the for some time to open it. So when SSMS is open, we can see the window connect to the server. Step 2 is the connect to the server. When SSMS opens, you will see the connect to the server window. Yes, this is the connect to the server window. So in that window, first one is the server type, then server name and authentication name. So we have see some information regarding that. So enter connection details. Server type, select database engine. So while connecting the SQL server, first we have select the server type. So we can select these are the server types: database engine, analysis services, reporting services, integration services, then as well as SSIS integration runtime. So we can select database engine. Then second one is the server name. So this is the server name. While we have installation, we have installed the default instance or the name instance. So now I have connect to the browse for more. Go to the database engine, and this is the instance installer instance who we have connect through the SSMS. Click OK. Next one is the authentication mail. So SQL server name. If SQL server is on your local machine, use localhost, or if the remote server, enter the SQL name or IP address. This means, for example, node 1. This is we have installed in my laptop, but I want connect to the remote server. So that's time I have used IP address or port for the remote machine. So we can easily connect with these details. So next one is the authentication. So in authentication, first one is the Windows Authentication and SQL Server Authentication. These are the two types of authentication in SQL Server. So by default Windows Authentication, but while installing the SQL Server, we have add SQL Server Authentication also, but that SQL Server Authentication we have required login and password. Authentication, Windows Authentication uses your Windows account to log in. Or SQL Server Authentication, you will need to log in or password while you are installing the instance. That's time we have select the Windows or SQL Server Authentication. If you have select SQL Server Authentication, that's time you have create username and password. So this username and password use while the connecting of SQL Server Authentication. So now I have selected the Windows Authentication because I have not choose the SQL Server Authentication. Next one is the login and password only if user authentication. Click connect. While I have connect to the click connect. So our instance node 1 has been connected to the SQL Server successfully, and now we can easily run any query or using our SQL Server. So these are the some important tips for the connecting for SQL Server. Ensure the SQL Server service is running. If SQL Server service is not running, so we have not connect to the SQL Server. If connecting remotely, make sure SQL Server allows remote connections. The port default 1433 is open in the firewall. SQL Server browser service is running for named instances. So while we have connecting to the remote connection, that's time we have allowed the remote connection as well as the actually in the SQL Server default port is 1433, but this port is required to the connecting between the SQL Server and remotely machine. So this is open in the firewall. This is required for the remote connection. So that's way we can connect to the SQL Server easily. So thanks for watching my video. Next video we will see how to connect SQL Server using CMD as well as PowerShell. Thanks.